All right, now on the count of three. On the count of three, Worldwide Plays. 1, 2, 3. Worldwide Plays! Listen to each other, support each other, help each other out.
You know your sneakers have gum on them.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Shut up.
Why does it matter to you?
'Cause you're always lying.
Actually, you never believe me.
You're so annoying. And you're such an idiot and a moron.
That was mean, but I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry.
You're always so mean to me.
I don't want to be. I thought it was supposed to be funny.
Well, it wasn't to me. Mom, Kirsten's being mean.
Kirsten, Jason, when we get home, you are both going to do homework in your rooms with the doors closed. No electronics for the rest of the day. You know I hate to punish you, but this is what your father would do in a situation like this.
But Mom, it's not fair. He started. Oh!
Jason, if this continues, no we for a week.
Come on, really? You're both morons.
I'm warning you, Jason, that was your last straw.
Sorry, Jace. I didn't mean to.
You know, you don't mean to do anything, and you ruin everything.
Well, I said I'm sorry.
Just give him some space. He's had a bad day.
What happened?
It's not my business to tell or yours to know.
Oh. But if you knew he had a bad day, why'd you ground him? That was mean.
Okay, Kirsten, get back here right now. I want to talk to you.
What?
Come here.
No.
Then do your homework. Hi, sweetie.
Smells good in here. Where are the kids?
Kirsten, Jason, come say hi to your father.
I have a lot of homework.
No!
Listen to your mother. I just got home, and I don't want to hear any back talk from you two.
They had a hard day. It's okay.
But they need to learn not to talk to us like that.
I know, but sometimes they need some time to themselves.
All right, but next time they won't be so lucky.
You're right. Kids, dinner.
I'm not hungry.
You don't want some chicky itty bitty baby. It's the best chicky chicken in the whole world.
Shut up!
Okay, Kirsten, as soon as you're done with dinner, you will go straight to bed.
What? Why?
For talking in baby talk to your brother.
But it was a joke.
Everything's a joke with you, Kirsten. You need to learn the difference. And now that doesn't mean that you're off the hook either, Jason. You're still not allowed to play Wii for a month, and it's straight to bed for you too.
Come on!
Ooh, it's 7:30 already. Bedtime.
Bedtime?
It's only 7:30.
We always go to bed earliest 8:30.
No negotiations. Brush your teeth and get to bed. Now!
This was a hard day for Jason. Maybe we should have
He
gone
needs to make it better for himself. And Kirsten, she doesn't even have an excuse.
Okay, but she was in a good mood until we picked up Jason. His moods are very contagious. When he's in a bad mood, it makes you get so mad at him. But of course, when we got home, Kirsten defended him. She tried to make me feel like the bad guy for punishing him. I felt proud that she stood up for Jason, even when he was mean to her.
But she can't be critical of our parenting.
Well, even though they fight, I know they love each other.
But when they make up, they turn on us. It calls for discipline. And it's not because of our parenting. If they didn't fight, the domino effect leading to arguments with us would end. We'd have to do something about it.
Yeah, but maybe punishment isn't the answer.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I'm on very thin ice with them. Taking away their punishment would be rewarding them.
Yeah, but do you have an idea in mind? Because I don't, so don't ask me. I just started the brainstorm.
Well, I don't know. I guess I need some time to think.
Well, why don't we sleep on it then? But first, let's watch Upton Alley.
Well, don't get me wrong. I love them, but they have to stop fighting.
I know, sweetie. Jason?
Much better than yesterday.
That's great, sweetie. And Kirsten, why don't you tell us about your day?
Oh, okay. So today I was talking to Georgia and I was like, Oka, and she was like, what? And we started cracking up and she was like, I think you mean Ola. And I was laughing so hard I couldn't talk. So I just nodded. It was hilarious.
How long can you talk? I have some things to say too, and we're almost home.
Well, I'm done now, so talk.
Oh, so I scored this amazing goal.
Oh, we're home. See, you got to talk too.
Mom!
Okay, don't give your sister a hard time. She's very talkative, and she deserves a chance to show her talents.
Her talents are talking.
But while she's focused on her homework, you can tell me about your day, okay? And maybe during dinner, too.
Fine.
So, how was school, kids?
You'll never guess what
Today I scored this amazing goal at soccer and gym. I was dribbling up the field and then I passed to Darren and he passed back. I kicked it high, so high I thought it was going to go right over the goal.
Yeah, you scored. Let's change to my day now. So in art, I finished my mythical creature, and now I'm ready to paper mache. I was the last one in my class to finish. No one thought I was ever gonna finish it, but
You
then...
finished. End of story. Let me continue. So, it looked like it was going to go right over the goal. So the goalie relaxed, but the ball dropped right in. It was amazing. Oh, my friends picked me up and we walked around the room. It was awesome.
Thank goodness you finished. So we were about to clean up when I taped on the last element. It was literally a second before cleanup. Everyone was like, good timing.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm confused. You were arguing over whose turn it was to speak. That is childish, immature, disrespectful to one another, not to mention completely unacceptable. You cannot argue over such little things. The story sounded exciting, but with your fights, I couldn't pay attention to either of them.
Okay, I'm sure they were just excited to tell you about their days. It was impolite, but I did tell Jason he could talk at dinner. But Kirsten didn't know. So of course there was confusion. It was not an argument or anger. It was just a disagreement. Correct?
Well,
That's exactly what it was, Mom. Thank you. May I be excused?
Of course, sweetie.
Not until everyone else is finished.
It's okay if he leaves the table.
Then clear your plate.
may I be excused too?
Okay.
Hey, Jace,
Yeah?
I don't like that Mom and Dad disagree on parenting. It never used to be like this.
It'll be fine. We disagree all the time. We're still brother and sister.
I know, but there's nothing that can change that. But they can change the fact that they're married.
I've seen this in movies before. They're not gonna get divorced. Even I can separate TV from reality, and I watch more than you.
Just makes me worried, that's all. Do you think maybe it's our fault?
What do you mean?
We fight so much, and they fight because they're trying to resolve our fights. Not that I love one parent more than the other, but I think that Mom's being too nice. She can't just fix these things for us. We need to learn how ourselves.
And you think Dad's punishments help?
Yes, kids do need discipline. He doesn't just solve it for us. It's like, if you don't learn how to work these things out, there will be consequences.
And you're turning into him. You know, I think Mom's doing a better job. Nothing against Dad, but she helps us when Dad is too strict. We've got reasons for our fights, so Dad shouldn't just turn on us without any reasoning.
His reasoning is to teach us. Mom does everything for us. We need to learn to stand for ourselves without help from an adult. Don't you want them to think that we're mature, or do you want to be baby for the rest of your life?
It's not babying, Kirsten. Mom's helping us when we're actually right.
How do you know? We may actually be wrong.
I'm tired of fighting. Let's just go to bed.
Definitely. It will all seem a little lighter in the morning.
Yeah, I guess. Good night.
Night, night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed
Bed bugs bite, I know the drill.
Now, Kirsten, Jason, your father and I have agreed upon something.
We will not stand for your bickering any further. If the fighting continues, we will have to punish you and take away your privileges and your electronic items.
Well, at least you agreed on it.
Yeah. I mean, even though we're gonna get a billion punishments, at least you guys agree on something.
Kids, I'm warning you. And this is your final warning. Remember that. And, Jace, I know that you wanted to play ball with me today, but I can't. And I'm sorry. How about Sunday?
Sure, Dad. Remember, the Knicks versus the Laker games next week.
I should probably write that down so I don't forget about it.
Now, kids, I didn't discuss this with your father yet, but I was thinking that talking about our problems with each other could be helpful. So let's start with you, Jason. Oh, and just before you start, is this okay with you?
Sure.
So, Kirsten, not to be mean or anything, but I feel like you lie to me a lot, and you want to make me feel bad, and you make faces at me, and you talk to me in baby talk, and I don't like it.
But I'm not trying to do that.
No interruptions.
And Mom, you know I love you so much, but Kirsten made me realize that sometimes, although I used to think you were perfect, and imperfection makes you more perfect, so maybe you could try being different or stricter or something. And Dad, all I want to say is that I hope that you'll try to forget less when it comes to things that I want to do with you, and maybe try being a little less strict. Oh, and for Mom and Dad both, try to agree more.
Great job, Jace. Now, I'm sure everyone, including you, is going to take those ideas into consideration. Now, Kirsten, why don't you have a go?
Okay. I'll start with you, Jace. I think you are an awesome brother. But I hate how you act like you're cooler than me. And always look down on me like I'm some pest that you want to get rid of.
What the?
Jason.
And Mom, I love you, but sometimes you're too nice and too helpful. We need to learn to resolve our own problems without your help. And we are completely capable of it. And Dad, although I like that you're strict, try to lessen the punishments, please. They teach us lessons, but we have too many. Wow. It feels good to be honest with you.